You are what you tolerate. You will be treated how you allow others to treat you, holding frame, all these kind of things mean the same thing. And basically, what we're going to talk about in this video is how to do it and why it's so exhausting. And the more you level up as a man, the more the planet seems to constantly try to attack your frame. And it's like, you almost have to write down like the 10 commandments of my frame of like rules that you'll never break. We'll get into it in this video. We'll talk about relationships, business, money, fame, random things at your job. Like, dude, I'm sure you guys have experienced this type of thing. We'll cover it all in this video, okay? And how to deal with it. If you like this kind of content, scroll down. Hit that subscribe button right now before we get started, because you know it's going to be good information in here. Scroll down, hit the subscribe button. I'll wait 4 seconds for you to do it. And let's go. Okay. So basically, what we're really talking about here is shit testing. And you know, if you're the classic kind of guy that's been researching this stuff online, you know all about shit tests and how women constantly shit test you. Now here's the thing. It's not just women that do the shit testing. It's men. It's people online. It's your competitors. Everyone. The entire planet. You have this like force field around you blocking nonsense from like hitting your mental state. And the entire planet seems to constantly be attacking your mental state, right? So let's talk about relationships, women first, business and men. If we have time, we'll get into like the fame aspect of it, being an online creator, my experiences with that, different firewalls that you'll encounter when you go through business, etc. It's wild, man. And then at the end of it all, you're just like, why is nobody chill? And it's so fascinating. It comes back to evolutionary. I'm pretty sure it comes back to evolutionary kind of battles. Like modern day battles are all frame battles, right? Every single one. Let's rewind for a second though. Okay. You go up to a girl. You say hi. She shit tests you. She's like, oh, I see you didn't comb your hair today, or some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, it's just like, so it's funny because like when you first start out doing this kind of stuff, you react to the shit test, right? There's different levels of what you do with shit tests, but the first level is you react to it, right? You're like, oh, but I didn't have enough gel today, so I'm going to the store to get gel. You're self-validating to the shit test. You lose right away. In business, you do the same thing. You lose right away. When other men shit test you, man, you lose right away. So here's the thing. You go and she's like, yeah, you didn't comb your hair or whatever. Second layer would be like, okay, do you know what I'm saying? Like it just bounces off of you like a duck on water, right? Now this is kind of where you want to be for most things in life, because man, I'll tell you, the shit tests. We'll talk about women specifically, but the shit tests that women do never ends. Never. You could be in a relationship with a woman 10 years from now, and she will shit test you. Now, let's actually discuss for a second, why do humans shit test in the first place? Because here's the thing. When I never shit test people, ever. Because and this is like kind of different layers of alpha of where you are. What a shit test is it is a determination of value. That's really what it is. So when somebody shit tests another human, the person that says less has the higher value. The person that's unaffected has the higher value. The person that thinks the shit test is weird has the higher value. So for example, if you go and you say hi to a woman, think about the different frames, okay? Just put yourself, imagine yourself walking up to an attractive female and you're about to say hi, right? And she does the you didn't comb your hair thing, right? So if you react to it, you know that you're like, you kind of wanted her approval and you were really hoping she would be receptive to your approach, right? And you're kind of like heartbroken now and you turn into a whiny little bitch. You're reactive, right? And instead of reacting, you almost like think like in your head, you're like, why are you being weird? I'm just saying hi. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a very, very different frame. You're like, I actually tell this to people all the time, dude. Because the person doing the shit testing doesn't really understand why they do it. It's like a subconscious mechanism that humans have, right? So if you're like, when you tell them they're being weird, you kind of, sometimes it makes them really mad, right? But what that really does is it brings awareness to the subconscious. So if you go up to the girl and you're like, she's like, you didn't comb your hair today. It depends on the frame that she's coming from. If she's flirting with you, then you don't call her weird, that's different. But if she says it in a shit testy manner, like a lot of guys can't tell the difference between a shit test and a flirty banter. To be fair, flirty banter and a shit test are very close together, very close. But they're not quite the same thing, right? But if you're like, what you could say, it's like, I didn't comb my hair because I was hoping you would do it later at my place or some shit like that, right? You just make it like the dumbest thing that you can say ever. And it's like, but let's go back to the weird example, right? So you're like, oh, why are you being weird, right? And it's, what you do in that scenario is you're like, the underlying frame there is so few people actually give me shit tests that I find it weird when people do that. That's my frame a lot of the time. I like, because it is rare. Like very rarely will people actually try to give me shit tests. Just because I feel like other humans can feel it off of other people. Like if I go up to a girl, very rarely will she shit test me, right? But it's like, if somebody does shit test me, it's almost like my brain is like, can you just chill, please? Just relax. Like it's all good. Like nothing bad happens. Like chill the fuck out, right? Where this comes back to like online stuff, but you'll find that people shit test much more when they can be anonymous, right? Like that's the entire internet is it's a giant shit test, right? And you make a YouTube video, you start a business, and people are basically just flaming you no matter what, constantly, right? Now, you are what you tolerate, though. If you believe in your product, if you believe, because, okay, let's take me for an example, right? If somebody goes on, let's say on this video that I'm making right now, they're like, why is this guy walking on a treadmill? Do you need to lose some weight, bro? Maybe you should work on growing that hair back, bro. Maybe you should, I don't know. Maybe you should get a tan, bro. Or something like that. You know, just like the dumbest shit. It's hard for me to even think of them because I don't think that way, right? But then let's say somebody does do that. And then when I see that shit in the comment section, or when I see that shit online or on my Instagram or whatever, I'm like, why are you being weird? Like, are you okay, dude? Are you okay? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because I would never do that to another human. I would never go and try to shit test somebody. So basically, just to come back for a second, Well, a reminder, what a shit test is the human is trying to find out what your value is. The human doesn't, so for example, I'm making these videos about how to help men. Well, how is a guy supposed to know if he should take advice from me or not? He needs to shit test me and see what I'm made of. It's not really a bad thing to a certain degree. That they have to like poke at you to see if you are what you say you are. You know what I'm saying? Women do the same shit. So if I approach a woman very confidently, she doesn't know who you are. She has to like test you to see what you're made of. So she'll just constantly poke you, right? So anyway, that's why I usually approach people. This is my personal frame. You don't have to be this way, but my personal frame is when somebody shit tests me, I think they're weird and I think they can't chill. Because I think that we're all friends and we're all just like, cause I would never shit test somebody else. Here's the key. Here's a bomb I'm gonna drop. We're 13 minutes into the video and I'm gonna drop the bomb on you right now. The reason why I think that is because I don't care what their frame is. It could be a janitor, it could be a lawyer, it could be Elon Musk himself, it could be whatever. I don't care who I'm hanging out with. I don't care how attractive the woman is. I don't care what their demeanor is. I see all humans as equal when I'm interacting with them. But clearly not all equal in terms of like value, right? But when I'm interacting with them, I don't care. So it's like, if there's like you know what's so funny? Very attractive men really try to be my friend because of this. Think about it for a second. So like, I know a lot of guys that are like just very handsome men, and they have a really hard time getting male friends. Because the male guys are fucking weird, dude. Like you don't want to be friends with somebody that constantly shit tests you because they're insecure. Do you know what I'm saying? So I get this a lot too, but I'm not top end handsome. You know what I'm saying? I don't get this as much, but my other bros that are like very handsome, they get this all the time, right? They're like, bro, you're like one of the most chill people I've ever met. Because him being a 10 out of 10 on attractiveness, I don't care. It doesn't affect me at all. It doesn't bother me. If anything, I'm like, fucking hey, dude, let's go. Like I'm very like it's a good thing. Like I'm happy that you were born genetically gifted. I unfortunately have to make videos on a treadmill to keep my figure. If you don't, then maybe you're good, kind of thing, right? So anyway, that's how I approach it. So it's like, I don't shit test other people because I actually don't care what their frame is. Couldn't care less. In a professional context, I will, though. Like, not shit test, but I will, if I'm going to see a dentist, I want to make sure the dentist is a good dentist. If I go see a doctor, if I see a skin specialist or something, I'm like, I want to know that this person knows what they're talking about, right? That's different. That's validating credentials. Maybe we'll save that for another video. I'm actually going to write that down. Validating human credentials is a skill set in and of itself, not the same thing as shit testing, right? So that's level 2 for me. That's where I'm usually at. Anyone that tries to shit test me, I view them as like, who hurt you? Why are you insecure? Why can't you chill the fuck out? We're all friends here. Relax. That's my frame, right? Now the third frame is to like, I don't like this one personally, but it does work where you turn what's said at you into like comedy. I guess they call it doubling down on the insult or whatever. So if somebody's like, hey, Jufus, or if I go up to a girl and she's like, yeah, I don't date bald guys or whatever, right? I'd be like, An example would be like, did you know that Mr. Clean had his own porno? Or something like that. Like, that's even a bad one. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't even have any good lines for that because it never happens, by the way. For me, if you're a bald guy, don't worry. Like, no girl has ever told me that she wouldn't date me because I'm bald. Not one. Not one. I don't even have a good response for it because it's never happened, okay? So anyway, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, did you know Mr. Clean has, I literally don't know. I should probably think of one, huh? Like legit, like just in case this shit ever does come up. I don't have a response. Something about Mr. Clean. You basically double down on what they said and turn it into a joke, right? That is a good way to go about it. That means you're witty. That means you're intelligent. The biggest, I used to be much better at that when I was younger, but the problem that I have with that, for me, is it's kind of exhausting, man. Like, because here's the difference between level 2 and level 3. The level 2 is stop being weird. Level 3 is double down and make it into comedy, right? The problem for me is when you approach it from level 3, you are enabling the behavior subconsciously on a certain level. So if she's like, I don't date bald guys, and you're like, haha, Mr. Clean, blah, 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 like the dancing monkey shit, you basically gave her the green light to do more of that. And which is not bad when you're first encountering a girl, because that can turn into witty banter, which turns into flirting, which turns them on, right? That's actually fine. It's when it's 10 years down the line and you don't want to deal with that shit anymore, you know what I'm saying? Or when you're trying to run a business and you don't want to deal with that shit anymore, right? It's exhausting, bro. Here's a great example of that, right? For those of you guys that watch my tech channel, you'll know who I'm talking about, but there's this one creator, this old guy, an old buddy of mine. His name was Not an Apple Fan. He's not on YouTube anymore. He quit, right? But he would be like level 3 if you know what I'm talking about. He would do live streams, and he would get shit tested and berated by his audience constantly, and he would like double down, reframe it, make it witty banter over time. And on the surface, the person looks like they're having fun, but if you're doing that shit every Saturday on a live stream, you're like, I don't like this. I'm a dancing monkey for money. Whereas like level 2, if you're like, stop being a fucking weirdo. Now it removes mental. It doesn't get exhausting just being chill. You know what I'm saying? So when I interact with women too, I'm my frame of like just be normal and just relax and chill. We're all friends here is very strong. Like I think they can pick up on it. So I will literally see like these baddies, like I have a lot of like baddie girlfriends, not girlfriends, but like friends, right? They're baddies, man. They treat men like shit. Like oh my God. Some of my buddies' girlfriends and like their friends, they like browbeat their men in public in front of all the other guys. I'm like, holy shit, what are you tolerating? But and they try to do the level 3 thing where they try to make it witty banter or whatever. The woman's always gonna win that one, dude. Over time. Trust me. Women, the strange thing is, women don't seem to have an empty gas tank when it comes to shit tests. Like, they can do it for eternity. Whereas, like, we seem to have gas tanks for, like, how long we can do it for. Probably because we live more stressful lives in general. We just have more shit to deal with. So I don't want to be bantering with my woman 10 years down the line. I want to chill. I want to relax, right? But these same women that are, like, very batty and very browbeaty towards men, they are so sweet to me when they talk to me. They don't try to shit test. They don't try to browbeat. They're so sweet, dude. And you can almost see two different women in the same woman within like 5 minutes of each other. It's fascinating shit, dude. And the reason why they're doing that is because they know I don't care about their looks. I don't give a shit. And I won't tolerate it. And I think they're weird for doing it. Like I think that's weird. So when I see my buddy's wife like shit test him in front of all of his friends, I think that's so fucking weird. I think that's so disrespectful, and I'm like, I would never tolerate something like that. Not in a million years. Are you kidding me? And then, but it was not, it's like, it is a disrespect thing on a certain level, but it's more like, you're my girlfriend. What are you doing? What the hell? Why are you being weird? You like, that's like, it's confusing to me why the person is being weird. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's how, but those are the 3 layers. You react to it, you are unaffected by it, and you think they're weird, and then you double down, turn it into a joke, and turn it into banter, right? Whichever one, but the first one's the worst, right? When you're reacting to them, it doesn't work. But anyway, how this relates to like business and online stuff and men and your friends, bro, it's so exhausting. For you guys that are in my Discord and you watch this channel, you see this shit all the time, dude. And it's like, we call them like ban waves and like reminders, right? So like every like 3, 4, 5 months or whatever, we have a community in our Discord, right? Every like 3, 4, 5 months, I'll get a couple of guys that try to shit test me for some reason, and I don't know why, and it's so irritating, dude. And it's like, what I think is going on there, for anyone that watches it, funny enough, what I think is going on there is I think they hang out with other people that don't like me. And I think they almost get like brainwashed, or their frames are being absorbed by other people on the internet maybe. And then when they interact with me, it's almost like their subconscious needs to shit test me to reaffirm that I have the authority or that I am who I say I am. And it's exhausting. And I'm like, why are you just stop being so fucking weird? Just relax. We're on the same team. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't shit test other people. I don't care. Nothing on this planet will affect my frame. Nothing. The COVID vaccine was the biggest one, right? That was the biggest shit test of humankind, right? Which men can say no, which ones will comply, right? So then, yeah, back to the business part of it. Every like 3, 4, 5 months, I'm like, all right, guys, time for another ban wave. If anyone breaks, it's boring. It's actually boring. I'm like, for anyone that wants to speak up and shit test, speak now, so I can just get rid of you, so that everybody else in the Discord can see that I am who I say I am. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's now, to be fair, that hasn't happened in a while. I think people are finally getting the message slowly. But every time I approach something like that, again, I approach them from the regard of, why are you being so weird? Just chill. We're friends, kind of thing, right? So women, business, online, when people hate me and berate me, when people come onto my live streams and they like start talking crazy shit, I never get angry or emotional. I always approach it from like, are you okay? And why are you being weird? Because you have to think about it. It takes a certain level of weird. If we go back to that female example where she's like, you didn't comb your hair today. It takes a certain weirdness to be rude to somebody that's trying to make a connection. Think about it. Like if I put myself out there and I say hi to a female, she should feel. Now, to be fair, they probably get this like 100 times a day. It's probably super fucking annoying, which, okay, that's legit, but from my perspective anyway, if I'm putting myself out there and I think there's something about you that I like, and I'm trying to build a connection with you with a complete stranger, think of the balls that even just that takes, right? Most guys can't do that shit. So if I do it, and you're like, get away from me, you didn't comb your hair, or something like that, A, that tells you more about them than it does you, by the way. But B, you're like, you're such a weird, that's so weird. Like, you're so unconscious. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's anyway, that's how I approach it. So, why again, I've kind of evolved this way over time. Kind of a venting video a little bit, but it's like, man, the underlying frame, again, this is what I have. The underlying frame here, why it's so exhausting, dude. I guess this is a venting video, but so for me, it's like I have to firewall shit tests from women, which I don't really, but let's say I do, right? I have to firewall shit tests from other men that try to make sure that I'm as alpha as I seem. I have to firewall shit tests from online communities, from YouTube channels, from comment sections, from Twitter, from Instagram. Man, it's just so exhausting, dude. And like, people wonder why I chill with my cat and the ducks and stuff. Because my cat is more chill than most humans. Like, most humans just can't just relax and chill the fuck out, dude. Where you will see this a lot in other men is when you guys, I'm sure every guy watching this video has experienced this. When you hang out in a group with men and women together, and your man changes his behavior to like be on, or to like show off. I guarantee you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's what that is. Because that guy's frame is so weak, and he probably can't handle being shit tested. Therefore, he has to put on a showboaty frame to try and make people not shit test him. So that's my advice to you. That's how I handle shit tests if I ever get them. You do get used to it over time. And then it's also quite lonely. The more you level up as a man, and here's the, oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention that, but the more you level up as a man, the wealthier you get, the more attractive you get, the more fit you get, the more vocally robust you get, the more space you take up. Just in general, the more you level up as a man, boy, do those shit tests. It almost seems like an exponential curve of shit. It's so weird, dude. It's like the entire planet is like, oh, this guy, which is also like a shit test in itself, which is funny, but it's like, this guy is trying to level up. The entire planet needs to make sure that only the elite frame holders can level up. Because if you have any chinks in the armor whatsoever, dude, somebody will find it. You have to just not give a shit. And then it gets lonely and exhausting at the top too, because you go and you try to make a new guy friend, like my attractive buddies, and the guy shit tests you, and you're like, oh, all right, you know. You go and you walk up to a girl and she shit tests you, you're like, ah, all right, you know. It's just like, and then you level up, and even if you're in a relationship too, by the way, try this out. If you're in a long-term relationship with your girl, try making more money or getting more fit or more attractive while you're in the relationship, and your girl will start shit testing you more the more you level up, because she's getting more insecure. Meanwhile, you're like, no, babe, I just want to look, good for you. I actually genuinely love you. Like I want to be attractive for you. And then she's like, no, I need to make sure that you don't level up. I'm gonna shit test the hell out of you. Dude, being shit tested as a man, I guess I'll finish up with this. You're not alone, brother. If you're feeling the same way that I'm feeling, it is fucking exhausting having the entire planet constantly shit test you 24/7. And all you want to, you want to know why all these guys are going to weed and video games and shit? Because it's just like, just leave me alone, man. You know what I'm saying? Just leave me alone. I just want to chill. But what I want to say, there are other guys out there that are down with just chilling out and relaxing. I mean, not to show my Discord, but it took me almost like 5 or 6 years to filter thousands of guys to find like 200 of them that are just chill. Like, it's rare, brother. It's super rare. You're basically talking about the 1% of guys that can just chill the fuck out. Most of them can't. Most women can't chill out. Most guys can't chill out. Most people can't chill the fuck out. You're not alone, dude. You're not alone. There are those of us out there that are also exhausted because nobody seems to be able to chill out, and everyone just is a weird little shit. Everyone is an insecure, weird little shit. You don't be that guy. You be the guy that thinks everybody else is weird for being an insecure little shit. And that's how you approach it. All right, guys, this one rambled on long enough. Scroll down, hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna go sauna and hit the shower because I'm sweating balls now. Don't forget, subscribe. Comment down below if you found some information. If you can relate to what I'm talking about here, about these damn shit tests that will never stop, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.